Dave, obviously a little bit of a disappointing week for you guys last week, but what's the mood been like since then?
Yeah, obviously the boys are a little bit frustrated. Starting with the Chelsea game, we felt we should have taken something from the game, and sort of to lose so late on in the game was a cruel blow. But and then we went to Bournemouth. We didn't really perform the way we would have liked, and didn't really deserve anything from the game. So that was disappointing. And again at the weekend to only get a draw. You look to win your home games, but in the end the draw was potentially a good result. But being down to 10 men and them having scored so late on, so it's been a little bit frustrating having come off the back of such a good run, but it's important now we try and bounce back as soon as possible and get that win.
Yeah, can you take positives from that sort of character and fight that you showed at the end against Sunderland?
Yeah, I think so. It would have been easy to let the heads drop, and the boys kept dug in and kept going right until the very end, and it's good to have that attitude and desire to keep going. And obviously we got something from the game in the end, but yeah, as I said, it's important now we go to Stoke and try and get a result, but again, we know it's going to be a difficult game there.
When you've been on a tough little run, do you guys like do anything differently to try and change things around, or is it very much just try and keep to your methods and your routine?
Well, I think whenever we've been through a difficult period in December, we felt we were actually playing okay without getting the results the performances deserved. So we're just about trying to keep that spirit and keep the right attitude and show our character really. So again, that's the case again. I mean, as I said, we don't want to go on as long as run as we did in December, and make sure we go and get the right result on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean that was tough for you guys to go through that period, wasn't it? So I imagine there must be a real sense of determination to make sure that it doesn't go on like that one did.
Yeah, this season's been so unpredictable really across the whole league, and there's results every week that surprise you. So we know that we can't drop off at all, otherwise you'll get punished in this league. And it's just about trying to keep that consistency going really.
Obviously 9 games left, about a quarter of the season. When you look at the position you're in the table, do you feel that you've got something really tangible that you can play for now over these final games?
Yeah, of course. I think that the next few games are going to determine where our sort of ambitions are for the season. We're still in a relatively good position. We want to go and finish the season strongly. As I said, there's still 9 games to play, a lot of points to play for, so we could still have a very successful season.
Yeah, and nobody's obviously quite sure how far down the league the European positions will go at the moment. I mean, probably 6th and even potentially 7th. So if you can keep yourself in and around that sort of area over the next couple of games, then it could be quite exciting the last few weeks of the season, couldn't it?
Yeah, without doubt. I think the last thing we want is the season just to fizzle out, and there's still a sort of a prize in our sights there for us if we go and put together a good run. So that's the ambition and the desire of the players to go and do that, and it's important we get some points on the board and get a win as soon as possible and try and build on that again.
Yeah, and Stoke and Liverpool before this next international break coming up, and they're two teams that are right there next to you in the league. Does that add sort of extra weight to these two fixtures?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're important games for us, no doubt. It's important to go into the international break on the back of some good results, and we've got 2 tough games now coming to do that. They're both teams that are in decent form, so we know what to expect. It's always a difficult game up at Stoke. They're on a good run at this point in time, so we're going to have to be at our best to win the game, but we're confident that we can do that.
Yeah, it always seems to be a very, very closely fought battle with Stoke, doesn't it, every single time you guys go head to head?
Yeah, it has been over the last couple of seasons. As I said, it's a difficult place to go. They've made some good signings in the summer, and they're looking like a strong team this year. But the last couple of seasons, they've always been close contested games with a few goals as well, so expect more of the same.
I know obviously that you guys focus on yourselves and how you're doing in that, but how impressed have you been with the job that's been done at Stoke?
Yeah, I think Mark Hughes done a very good job. But there's the squad. They've built up a lot of competition, signed some good quality players. We know from playing them earlier on the season the threat that they carry going forward. So as I said, we know it's going to be a very difficult game, but we're confident in the quality that we have that we can go up and get the right result.
What are the kind of sort of specific challenges that you face when you come up against Stoke these days?
Well, I think anybody sort of symbolising with Stoke is that sort of grit and determination in the long ball game, but I think they're much more than that now. Mark Hughes has got them playing some really good football. As I said, they've got some good quality attacking players that can cause you a lot of problems, so we'll have to be wary of that and the threat that they carry, but of course our focus is always on what we can do and how we can affect the game.
Yeah, and 3 points would be a massive thing, wouldn't it? It would send you into that Liverpool game on a real high.
Yeah, it would, yeah. Obviously, whenever you win a game, confidence is high, and to go up there and get the right result would be the perfect result before going into the Liverpool game.